Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, or if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. That intro is pretty cool, isn't it? Like all that stuff going on, and everyone loves the long-range sniper headshot, and all that kind of stuff is really cool. But what I want to talk to you about today is very, very different to that. I want to talk to you about three things. One is a tip or a trick that I want to show you that some of you may already realize, particularly if you come from the PC variant, but a lot of people on mobile have no clue about, which is climbing and using doors to get on rooftops and things. The second one I want to talk to you about is actually stealth on Miramar and how you can use some of the foliage there, and talk to you about render ranges and stuff and how it applies. And thirdly, I want to talk about sound and how you can use sound to win more. Like, no joke, that is one of the biggest advantages I have as an old bloke who's not that good a player, but who can actually think his way through things, is I tend to get more out of sound than most people. And that's very, very important. And finally, I'm going to show you a little final circle that I thought was interesting, and we'll go through that. Without a doubt, you're going to see, if you want to get overlook and you're on one of these kind of funny places, I'm going to fall off the back of this wall here, and I'm actually going to do this on purpose, and then stand sideways and tap the jump key, get up, turn around, square up on that door, run across and jump. Been too quick for you, don't worry. I'm going to slow it down and let you have a look at it, because it is an important thing. Because you can do this all over the place. If you're on a balcony and there's a doorway there, you can stand on the little iron railing and you can tap the jump button and it will climb up on top of the doorway. Likewise, if you line this up, you jump, you land in the doorway and tap the jump button, it will haul you up on top of the roof. This allows you to get to areas that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get to, and it gives you overlook. Like, imagine if this was a final circle and I'd done that, and I would have overlook on this entire area that is all flat grass, and I would absolutely dominate. There is no way anyone would be able to get shots at me. In more of the same vein, I want to talk about stealth on Miramar. Now, a lot of people don't realize this because Miramar is so wide open, and it is in fact desert, but there is a key here that does not occur on Erangel as much in terms of render. Obviously, grass does not render outside 150 meters. If you're new to the game, that's probably how you're dying, when you're lying down in the grass and you think you're completely covered off. But on Miramar, these bushes render regardless of distance. You can see all the way off in the like hundreds of meters away, you can see all these little bushes, and you can use these to hide in. And they're actually really, really good in terms of concealment. You can see there's a bloke going to rush up here, and I am completely invisible at 50, 60 meters. When you get up close and personal, you can obviously see them, and I'm going to give you an example of that in just a short while. But people don't seem to understand that Miramar does offer this hide in plain sight option if you're clever about it. And particularly when you get towards final circles, if you know where they are, you can hide on the other side of these bushes and actually clear targets pretty easily. It's bizarre. A little bit of strafe firing with my P1911, and don't mind if I do. But they're not to be used when people are above you or very, very close to you, because you'll see in just an instant how that absolutely does not hide you successfully at all. I'm going to very, very easily see the bloke who is down here, and he's kitted up for bear. All I've got, I'm doing a pistol challenge in this game. The only thing I've got is a 1911. Now, this isn't for a video. I'm doing the pistol challenge at the moment. There he is, hiding in the bush. And we could see that because we were looking down. One of the reasons I run things like the pistol challenge every once in a while is, one, I like the content, and I was making a video about being stealthy and all that kind of thing. But two, if you can do well with a pistol only on a map like Miramar, then you're really taking advantage of your surroundings and the camo, like I am here. These trees also continue to render at massive distances, and if you are behind them, you're invisible. So they're really, really advantageous when they're on the edges of hills like this. You can get on one side of the hill and stand on the other side of the tree, and if you're in third person, you're looking right over the top of the hill, and you can in fact watch people approach without being on the other side of the ridge. So they will peek up, get on top of a ridge line and think they're safe as houses, and you shoot them from the same side of the hill that they're shooting from. Like, it really, people don't expect it. And there is a particular game mechanic with the trees being in that position that make it an excellent opportunity. This is also a good little spot because you can see people when they tunnel in, even on Miramar, if you're cautious and you go prone and you just walk it in very, very carefully, just crouch rather instead of prone, you can get shots on all kinds of people. It's great. Now, finally, I want to talk about sound. This is the last little bit. This is really important. Listen, I'm going to slow this down. That's the sound. Now, that's the sound of someone above you. The game gives you different sounds. So I know that he is above me here. You hear that noise? And then I'm going to show you, this is when we're on the same level. And now, again, when he's above. I'm going to make that louder. Same level, above. Same level. He's just on the other side, same level as me, above me. So I know that he's above me. I know exactly where he is. And that allows me to get the drop on him and absolutely wreck him. And using sound like that in the game is a massive advantage. I do it all the time when I'm going out to fight people in houses, or if you're running around. The reason I saw this guy is because I was looking for him. Now, the game gives you this info. And then I'm going to show you a couple of situations where I turn that into a really big winner for me. Well, I'll show you one particular spot, but I want to run you through this. This is someone inside, right? That is someone inside above me. That's an internal staircase or an internal floor sound. Thud, 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 right? And you'll hear when they hit concrete. You ready? That's concrete. They're on the concrete now. And then they're back upstairs, inside. And this is the game. If you learn to recognize these sounds, that's concrete. Again, he's on concrete. And then you're going to hear after this someone, there he is, just up at the window above me. He was just in there before. You're going to hear someone on sand. So you can tell that they're outside on sand, and I can hear it coming from the west. So I know where the guy is before he gets there, but I'm running a pistol round, so I'm trying to be stealthy rather than engage in a straight up gunfight. There he is, outside on sand. Very, very different sounds. So I know where they are, even though I can't physically see them because I'm using my ears. And I've accentuated that by turning the headphone sound up, obviously. But that's what you get. And then he's on concrete again, you can hear. So we get to a situation like this where I know that there's only 3 people left alive. There's a bloke in that 3-story house. I don't know that, but I'm going to see him bail out just about now. Look up, top left of the screen. There he goes. He goes out the house. As I run up, I'm going to hear sound, which is a door closing, and I'm going to see footsteps pop on the map. Look at the mini-map up the top right-hand corner. See the footsteps just in front of me. Hear the sound. Door closes. There is literally only one place he can be. In there. So we pull out a gren, pull the pin, count it all the way down, cook that gren hard until 2 seconds, eat that gren. That's using sound. Putting sound, the info the game gives you, and out the other end comes success, profit. Now, I'm not the best player in the world, man. I am not pretending I am even close to, I don't even know what a pro player is. It's a ridiculous concept. But I do know that I try and get the most out of what I got. And one of the things that people seem to ignore is sound. Sound will get you more kills, even with bots. It'll up your frag count, make your kill-death ratio better, and get you in a position to win chicken dinners. Now, I'm going to show you one final thing here. This is a chicken dinner I had at school, which was really, really cool. And there is a bloke just down the end of this wall here on the right-hand side. He is camping it up deluxe. That's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck a couple of grens. Now, this circle is such that at the moment there are only 2 areas he can go in. One is where I am here, and the other is just ahead and to the right where there's a little hut and there's a little break in the wall. There's someone camping the school itself. So I know where he has to go to get into the final circle, which is going to come in 45 seconds. I want to get there first. So I'm going to chuck a couple of grens, make him think that there's some activity there, maybe scare him, and then move straight across to the southeast and prep up for his entry into the zone. And then as he comes in, I am going to shred him. And that's really the move that wins us. And then I'm going to talk about the wins us is chicken dinner. It's like I wait for just until the gren's about to go, then I look for him. I'm pushing this. I want to see him. And we get him. Like that is such a straightforward way of doing things. If you know where entry points are, then you can anticipate where they're going to come in as well. And I'm still working on the claw. So I'm moving things around, making this bigger, making this, I mean, god damn. I'm going to be doing this for weeks. I've nearly got it. I think this is actually just about my final setup. Anyway, Last Blokes makes a big mistake here. When you're in final circle, being inside the building is great, right up until it isn't. And you can see this isn't great for him. There is only one place he can be. I know he's not on the roof. He's got to be in there, man. There's nowhere else he can be. Like, there is absolutely nowhere else he can be. And this is something that we've all done, and you get used to actually dealing with as you get better at the game. I've forced him away from that wall. He is right in that corner now. And that means that he's going to pop out and we're going to drill him because we won the positional fight. Winning the positional play in PUBG Mobile is just as important, if not more important, than actually being good at shooting stuff. I mean, you can pre-aim at a hole and then there's no, and I've got to throw that quick. And he's got no choice. And I just start firing before it even comes out. That's the video for the day, boys and girls. If you want to help out, you can always join Patreon. There's a lot of love for joining Patreon. Sometimes I drop videos there early, let people get a little bit of an extended play on that stuff. We have live streams where everyone counts in and jumps in the Patreon channel, and we do arcade squads. When I'm doing the custom rooms on the PUBG Mobile official channel, the guys in Patreon are in the Discord room with me, so they always get in the custom rooms. That kind of stuff. It's all about Patreon, doing the good thing. It's patreon.com/TheBushka. I don't like asking too often for it, but it does help me, and it's without that I'd have to go and get a real job instead of just running around here having a good time with idiots playing PUBG and other games and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoy yourselves. I hope you like the videos, and I hope you're getting a little bit of something out of it. I, again, want to reiterate, I'm not the best player. I don't claim to be the best player. I don't pretend anything about that. What I am is someone that really thinks their way through games, and I like playing that style. And if you like playing that style, stick around because there's going to be a lot more content coming down the pike in your general direction. Let me know in the comments what kind of content you like, what videos you like on the channel, what are the key movers, what are the KPIs for you as a human. Anyway, I digress. Thanks very much for watching. You're the best. I'm just here for the ride. And until next time, look after yourself, be nice to your mum, feed the dog, and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.